Hello everyone, this is Polly from Polly's Pretties coming at you with a birthday horror story. No, I'm not kidding. Alright, so let me move my drink a little bit so I can see something here. Alright, so as y'all know, I got a bunch of stamps and craft items for my birthday. Some from Amazon and some from Temu. Well, I told y'all I'd come share a video of how they worked. There's a reason why I haven't. And that's the horror story. Normally I have no trouble with whatever I order from Amazon. Normally it works just fine. No issues. La-di-da, we're about our day. Unfortunately this time, the stamp that I ordered from Amazon did not work. And when I went to see about a refund or a replacement, or even, just give me my money back, the company that I ordered the stamp from said to me, and I quote, "We don't do refunds or replacements. What you buy is what you get." Now this company, to warn you all, is called Infunly. Infunly. Alright? So remember, if you order from them, no matter what it is, whatever you buy from them, when it comes, whether it works or not, that's what you get. They don't refund your money. They don't give you a replacement. And they just go on about their day like nothing happened. Alright, so that's the first complaint. Alright, because when I buy a stamp, I'm using my hard-earned money. I'm not sponsored. No one else is buying it for me. Even if the family buys it, it's still our hard-earned money. So, that was the first one, and that was the only no-no from Amazon. Everything else from Amazon was just fine. The second thing. Alright, so I went through and I was testing all these stamps and these dies and these things from all the places. Well, the stencils from Temu were so broken, cracked, busted, twisted, mangled, junked up, I couldn't use them. They were all garbage. Alright, because once you break a stencil, that's it. So, that was the stencils, okay? Then I tried the dies. The dies did not work. It was like someone forgot to put a cutting edge on the dies. Now, mind you, I ordered like 15 dies. So that's 15 dies that I ordered and paid for that didn't work. Okay. Then I ordered a ton of stamps, and y'all saw that stack. My goodness. Not a single stamp worked. And I am not talking about just trying them one way. I have been a stamper and a die cutter for a long, long time. A crafter for a long, long time. And I tried every way possible. I mean every way. I used a stamp platform. I used a stamp block. I used a rock block. I used a pressure tool. I took them off the blocks and tried to print them direct to the paper just with my hands. Nothing. Nothing worked. These things did not print worth a dime, okay? You couldn't make out the images. There was nothing to them. I went through so much ink trying to print them that I had to buy a whole new ink block. Okay, so effectively, my order from Temu was shit, okay? Just to tell the truth. So I thought about trying to go through and do the refund online with them. But that was such a nightmare. Oh my god, that was a nightmare. So I finally got my other half to help me, and we got the Temu number. And I called their customer service. Now here's the upside to the story. At least we hope. When I explained to the Temu representative how the package came, how it looked when it got here before we even opened it, and then how nothing inside worked except for like 3 or 4 little items, out of a huge number of items. He told me he'd have to escalate it to the next level, which he did, and that within the next 24 to 48 hours I would hear from Temu to let me know whether or not I was getting a refund, or what they were going to refund, if anything, or the whole 9 yards. So I waited impatiently, because I'm not real patient in that situation. And I woke up the next morning and decided on a fluke to check my Temu. And I saw I had messages, and I'm like, okay, I don't normally have too many messages, so go look. They refunded the entire amount of the order, including the 4 items that did work. Because I had such a time with it, right? And I, said, yeah, I have photos. I can show you where the stuff doesn't work. I can show you what the bag looked like and everything. Well, they refunded my complete order amount. So effectively at that point, I got nothing for my birthday. A headache. So I decided, okay, one bad run does not make a company bad. One bad run means maybe the mail company that carried it from place to place brutalized it. Or maybe the stamps weren't cut all the way, maybe they come in on a Monday after a long weekend. But anyway, one bad run does not make a company bad. It takes more than one to say, okay, this is just a bad company with bad product. So what I did was I took the refunded money and I went to Temu again. No stamps and no dies. And I said, okay, I'm going to place an order. And I'm going to get completely different stuff than what I did the first time, right? Now, I don't have the new package yet. I've only I've only received one of 2 packages. The first package I received, I'm doing a video. You may not want to come any further. The first package I received came beautifully, wonderfully, well packaged, no issues. It's grand. But I'm not going to bring it out and show it to you because, one, it's just a bunch of herbs for a different type of crafting that I'll talk more about in another video. So it came, it's fine, it's perfect, it's wonderful, fantabulous. No problems with it. I'm waiting on the second half of that set of packages that I ordered, and hoping that it shows up the next couple days. And hoping that everything in it actually is perfect and wonderful and terrific. But that is how that went. Now, on another note, another reason why I have not videoed or anything is I went 5 days here without my Victoza, one of my diabetic medicines. There is I don't know if it's everywhere in the world, but here, where I live, in Pennsylvania, there is a massive shortage on Victoza. To the point they've been back-ordered on it for over 2 months, with no light at the end of the tunnel. Now, this is a medicine I take every night for my diabetes. So, in the last 5 days, I called 13 different pharmacies between me, where I live, and Pittsburgh, and not a single pharmacy has it. So, for 5 days, I went without medicine. And I had called the doctor's office, and I, like I said, called pharmacies. I was going every place I could think of. My oldest nephew that lives here in Pennsylvania also was making calls, was willing to go pick it up if it come up in Pittsburgh, just so I could have medicine. They know how dangerous it is for me not to be taking that medicine. And to no avail. Well, then I get a call from the doctor's office after talking to my UPMC. Hang on, my brain just stopped mid-thought. My UPMC for you representative. After I talked to him and he went into the office, then I received a call the next morning. Now, it's not Victoza. They put me on a new medicine that I take once a week. Same way I took the Victoza. Except Victoza was every night. And we're going to see how it goes. Like if it works, if it doesn't work with me. Because not all medicines work for every person. So, we'll see how it works, see how it goes, see if I'm allergic or if I'm not. You know, just all the run-of-the-mill stuff that you have to worry about when it's a medicine. But at least that seems to be fixed for the time being. We'll see. I'm hoping, crossing fingers, yeah. Because the 5 days without the medicine definitely was something. Yeah. But that's what's been going on, other than the fact that I was trying to revamp everything in the house. As you can see, some of the picture frames now look completely different than they did. We've got a sort of thing back there I gotta work on. That's one of the things I forgot. But I've pretty much got the living room small stuff that I can do done. I've got the kitchen small stuff that I can do done for the time being. I did my daughter's room, got the mirrors that I bought done for both her and I. They're hung. It's slowly starting to take shape. I mean, there's still some things to do. Like right now, I've got stuff in there on my drying table when I paint. Now, this won't be anything that gets shown right away because I'm working on it for Christmas, Yule. So my husband was kind enough to cut me some wood rounds of a tree stump that was pretty chewed up. I mean, weather itself had started the deterioration, because I wouldn't just cut up a tree for no reason. And then it just sat in our yard as a stump for plenty of years and never grew, never anything. So we finally gave in and decided to cut it down as low as we can get it. We can't take the whole stump and root out. We would definitely need more tools than we own. But it's cut down to a manageable level where we know where it's at and everything, and it's not going to like bother us when we mow. But it made some nice tree rounds that I'm going to be using. So they're not huge, nothing like a serving platter or anything like that. These are smaller. But we're using those, and I've made some fairy sun catchers, I believe is what they're called, for myself, my mother-in-law, my daughter, to put up, and we've had fun with that. We've been doing some foraging for pine cones and things. So we're getting out, getting some fresh air, getting some vitamin C. But yeah, and I will tell you about this. My YouTube channel is liable to start changing, and things on it looking a little different. When I get a little more of the house done and I see if I can borrow either my daughter's or my husband's phone to tape it, because my other camera from the craft room won't come out here. I have to have it connected to a computer. I will try to show you the things that I have done so that you can see the changes from what it was to what it is now. But we are definitely changing things and giving it a different look to the house, a different feel to the house. It's definitely not. It's not your typical aesthetic, I don't think. At least not that I know of most places. But that's okay, because I'm not really that typical. I'm kind of the oddball. So, okay. But the channel may change too. I don't know if I'll change the name or if I'll leave the name or what I'll do with that yet. But yeah, so different things may be coming on the horizon. A lot of changes. And so far, everything has been a good change. We've enjoyed it. We've had fun. Some laughs. Oh, I gotta tell you about a game we played the other night. This was so funny. We haven't done a game night in a while, but we decided to get out a game and do a game night. So it's called Fireside Dice, okay? And they come in a little tin that's only about yay wide, maybe. and it's about, oh, yay long. And so you roll these dice, right, like you would in any dice game, except instead of having numbers on them, the dice have pictures on them. And you take the pictures and you make a story, the old head basket here, so it makes you think, okay? And you can use all the dice, some of the dice, it's your choice. We used all of them to see how much crazy we could get, right? And how much fun we'd have and how funny the stories would end up. And so, like I said, you roll the dice, and whatever you roll, that's what you get. That's what you make your story out of. Well, some of the pictures are like fishing, camping, a car, dogs, cats. I think there's a snake on one. But anyway, as you roll these, whatever comes up is what you make your story out of. So, like, say you got the car, the camp, a snake, a scared face, and a smiley face. Okay, that could be your 5 if you only used a partial dice set. Well, you have to make your story out of that. Okay, and this isn't a story that's wrote anywhere. This is one you got to come up with on the fly from rolling the dice. So we played, oh gosh, it must have been 6 or 8 rounds of this. All of us. My mother-in-law, my hubby, myself, my daughter. And oh my, did the stories get wild. Oh, they were hilarious. Oh, it was trippy. Y'all should get you a set and play. I believe I got them, was it at Walmart? It was either Walmart or Amazon, one of the two. But we had so much fun with it. And we laughed. Oh, did we laugh. Oof. It was a good time. And like I said, we did it in the evening when everybody's home, everybody's relaxed. Yeah. But we did. We had such a good time. They're just called fireside dice. And they come in, like I said, the little tin. And the wrap of the tin has, like, the rules. So don't throw your wrapper away. But it's really neat. It's really neat. We had a good time. Something that we hadn't done ever. It was our first time opening them. I have another set of dice in there that are also story dice. But I'd be a little hard for some of us because they've never played or done anything with Star Wars. But I also have what they call Star Wars story dice. My hubby gifted me those a good while back. I used to use them on my shelf just as decorations. I thought they were really neat. But we may end up one day pulling those out and trying to rack brains and make up stories there too. Just for fun, just to make you think. Something out of the ordinary, As I said, we've been doing a lot of foraging nature walks, with finding branches and sticks, a little piece of a log. We found pine cones, different sizes, different shapes. And I saw my first green pine cone, real true green pine cone the other day. It was only about yay big. Okay, and I think something must have knocked it off the tree a little too early. That's why it was green when it was on the ground. But it was just the first time. I had never seen a green pine cone. So it was the first time I ever saw one. And I thought it was really interesting, to see a green pine cone. So every pine cone I've ever seen was a brown. So that was really interesting and neat to see, just something different. Although I felt kind of sad, because it's like, okay, that little pine cone is going to die, because, they can't live once they're broken off the tree. Not like that. So, I was kind of sad about that. I mean, it was interesting to see a green one, but I would have rather seen it on the tree still growing. We saw a squirrel that was rather nutty. He was standing in the pathway at our local little park. And I rolled up on him, and I thought, the sound of the chair and the wagon would scare him. And he just stood there. And he just stood there looking at me like, hi. And I'm like, dude, a chair and a wagon, And, of course, Brownie was with me, so I had Brownie up in my arms, And I'm like, and he stood there. And I'm like, why are you standing there? Is something wrong? And he stood there for a couple minutes, even after we, stopped, and I completely stopped the chair and everything. And then this jogger come by, and Brownie barked at the jogger, which was, scared the squirrel, and the squirrel ran up the tree, and it was just strange and funny and entertaining all at the same time. But he did. He just stood right there in the path, like, hi, like he wanted to have a conversation. And it's like, little guy, little gal. But it was just too funny. And then we come on around through and out through the top of the park, and I'm telling you, I've never ran into so many animals in one day. We saw, on this walk alone, we saw, I saw, because my mother-in-law didn't see quite as many. I saw 5 squirrels, and I saw 5 rabbits, all the same day. Now, these are varying sizes, obviously. But it was just wild. Everywhere we went, there was wildlife just sitting there. But it was kind of fun. It was neat to see that, there's the animals out moving around. So, and then, of course, we also had rumors of, the fact that there's a bobcat? Mountain lion. One of the two. Mountain lion, okay. There was rumors of a mountain lion being down in the trails behind our local park, which honestly wouldn't surprise me. So that was something we definitely were paying attention, watching, being mindful of. So we just, been trying to get out, get in the air, not be in the house as much. Not that the house isn't lovely. It's just, get out and get that sun while you can, because pretty soon it won't be sunny, warm days and nice weather to be going out, probably. Usually when fall comes, we have a fair amount of rain, which means you're stuck inside when you're in a wheelchair. So, although I'm really hoping this year that we won't have as much rain for fall, and we can get out and do stuff and hit some of the fall festivals that they do around here, and the little fall, like, what would you call it? Like, it's not really a garage sale. It's just like a little sale of things that people are getting rid of, like crafts and stuff. We go look. Some of the churches around us have little, like, come get your dinner for, X amount, and it'll be really, really cheap and really good food. So we've done that a couple times. So we like getting out during fall and looking at the leaves, looking at everything change, seeing who's out and about, seeing what animals are still running and playing. But yeah, keep your eyes open on the YouTube channel here, because I don't know how soon, how fast, how quick things will change. But things will be changing. Some of you may be totally into it, and some of you may totally not be. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. I mean, I'm probably still going to make cards. I'm probably still going to do my scrapbooking. But you may see some other types of books being done on the channel. You may see different information being shared. And just a different kind of channel. So, keep your eyes open. As soon as, the changes are there, obviously I'll try to let you know by putting up a video. But yeah. So that is the whole excitement of that. Now when the new Temu haul comes, obviously I will share it, and hopefully it will come unharmed, usable, ready to go. And then if you all have questions about that Temu haul, feel free to leave comments below. Just remember, be kind, because if you leave me a yucky comment, or an ugly comment, I'm not going to answer it, and I will delete it. So, and if it's bad enough, yes, I will turn it in. Let's just be upfront about it. So, that is how that works. But until then, I hope y'all are having a wonderful day wherever you're at. If it's nice, I hope you get outside and enjoy some of it. It is very warm here today. It is, I believe my husband said at last check, 87 degrees. We did go out this morning and do a walk, and we didn't, get any foraging done or anything. We didn't get to go kind of where I wanted to because my stomach was a little weird. But other than that, we did get out, we did get fresh air, which was good. We got to let little Brownie run and play in the yard, and he enjoys that. He enjoys picking up sticks and running through the yard with them, which we didn't train him to do. He just does it. But that was funny, and he got to enjoy just running and being a puppy. So he's pretty tuckered out. He's right here at my feet currently. But yeah, just, if you're there for the haul, please keep holding on. I'm trying to get things arranged so I can get back to YouTubing. Like I said, though, it may be different YouTubing than what you're used to from me. But don't run off. You might learn something, or you might find something you like even more. And until then, I think I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to get me a cold drink since it is very warm. And I'm going to relax while all of the stuff I've painted today dries because I'm painted myself into a corner. Doesn't that sound like me? Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video because it was sad news, but it was also glad news as far as the refund from Temu. I'm glad that they were willing to step up, seeing that things were damaged so badly and not working so badly, and, come through for me, and they did. So now I'm just waiting on this other half of this order to come, and when it comes, I'll share it with you, and we'll go through it. So, till then, like I said, I hope you're having a wonderful day where you are. Get out and enjoy the sun if you have sun. If it's raining, you know what? Light a candle, take a bubble bath. Make the best out of it. And until next time, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking around as long as you have. And I hope that the rest of your day and your week go brilliant. I know there's only today and tomorrow for this week, but hey, why not? And I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.